Welcome back to the channel. Do me a favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe if you already have not, and hit that notification bell when you see those new videos coming up. But anyways, let's get into the channel.
I'll say it. Sadhguru speaks Chinese. No, I meant I'll say it as in I'll tell you.
Sadhguru? Yeah, but let's get it.
Alrighty. What is vibing? This is Vish, and today we'll be reacting to Sadhguru's video on
Sadhguru speaks out against racism and prejudice.
Sadhguru's a yogi, mystic, and visionary who's truly enlightening the world. I'm very grateful for his presence and all that he does. And today I'm here with Cole. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, nice to meet y'all. I'm Cole. I'm a Dogecoin investor, Bitcoin investor, and a Vietnamese bartender at a place called Papado. My Instagram is @ColeCasa with 1 A, and my Twitter is @ColeCasa with 2 A's at the end. Hey, check the description down below.
Let's get right into the video.
Appreciate y'all.
Many symbols of racism, religious bigotry of the worst kind still lives on. The discrimination that is in the minds and hearts of people, it's time to end this.
Wow, look at that.
It's painful to see
What a
that
crowd, yo.
even now, in 21st century, so many incidents of discrimination based on race, religion and caste. And it's also nice to see that today there is a movement across the world inspired by a terrible incident in Minneapolis. Well, these have been happening regularly. Above all, though largely the laws enacted in almost every democratic country has kind of stabilized into an equitable process. Still there are nations where legally there is discrimination, but above all, the discrimination that is in the minds and hearts of people.
That's a really good point.
For this to go, there needs to be a movement not on the street, but in every home, every workplace, and on the street, not necessarily in the form of a protest, but it is needed. And it's really heartening to see, particularly in UK, many symbols of racism of the past, of slave trade, are being pulled down. But still in India, many symbols of racism, religious bigotry of the worst kind still lives on. There are entire towns named after the worst kind of religious tyrants. Aurangzeb, who in his lifetime is estimated to massacre nearly 4 million people.
Wow.
Just on the basis of religion. Imposing taxes on people who belong to a religion which is not theirs. Still towns are named after them, streets are named after them, statues of British imperialism, which essentially represented a racist attitude towards the Indian people, still lives on. Well, the great British hero, Mr. Churchill himself, a racist of the worst sort, engineered the Bengal famine, which took the lives of 3.7 million people.
Wow.
And when confronted, has the temerity to say that anyway Indians will breed like rabbits and make it up. Well, such people have been honored and celebrated in the world. It's time we set different standards for the coming generations. All discrimination prejudice, in the name of color, caste and creed. It's time to end this. Our African-American friends in the United States are asking me, Sadhguru, we need your support. Well, the color of my skin itself is a support and I've spoken strongly about this. But if you think I must take the knee, well, your clenched fist, if it is not directed against anybody, if it is only against prejudice, it is not against people of certain descent, but against prejudice, against racism, against injustice perpetrated in the name of caste, creed and race, well, I will raise my fist also for you.
Wow. Wow, that was a beautiful video and very heartfelt by Sadhguru.
Definitely was a great video. It brought back some memories back from when I was a kid. Like back in like elementary school and a little bit in high school, I experienced a little bit of racism. And it kept everybody pretty segregated and you just had to like laugh it off like it was nothing. But in reality, it kind of hurts. And it's still a rising problem within America today. And then everybody can see that. And the only thing that can like separate, I guess, or deviate from what's created is by destroying the social norms that were created by like the older generations. And it's just progressive movement. And the only thing that you can do is make people aware. And it's a step-by-step and a day-by-day process.
Yeah.
So one thing that Sadhguru did really well is when he like reconnected with the Black community by saying like he matched their skin color. He kept it light and kept it friendly, which is really important, honestly, when it comes to bringing people together. Just being friendly, honestly, and having a sense of connection with someone.
Absolutely, and those are great points brought by Cole. I appreciate you sharing all that, and
Yeah,
also
for
your experience, which is very transparent, as well as it's a superpower, I think, being so open about what you've experienced, so thank you for that.
Yeah, by talking about it, it helps me understand and empathize with my past a little bit more.
There we go, and even people today. Right?
Exactly, so if my like little life story helps y'all, you got it, get through it a day at a time.
And so yeah, I would have to say, I definitely am in line with what Cole had to say, and I just want to shout Sadhguru out again towards the end where he really stood up for that Black community in the United States and really just spoke out against all the injustices that were happening throughout the world, and it really goes to show how much I just further respect Sadhguru himself, mainly because he's not only doing spiritual work for the world, but he's also doing social reforms, environmental reforms, all these very impactful and important as well as essential things that the world needs today. So I really just want to wrap this up and thank him for doing all these amazing things, and also thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Make it a great day, take it joyful, and stay conscious. Awesome, brother, and that's a wrap.
Appreciate it, bro.
You did great, man. You did great.